Hi there, my name is Deborah Balistreri. I am the owner and operator of the Corgi Clay, which is my pottery brand, but also my fine art business, which is mostly online. What I'm trying to do is take Corgi Clay LLC and turn it into Corgi Clay Art Center in Stafford, Virginia. The littlest things that always come to mind when I've been asked to teach online, teach a pottery class or a sculpting class online is, how am I gonna translate to that student the right amount of pressure to put on a piece while it's spinning at top speed on a potter's wheel so that it doesn't go flying off and it hit their cat in the head or something like that. So you can't say, put this amount of pressure via video. Like, you have to be able to put your hands on your student hands so that they can feel you saying, this is what you need to do. Shape your fingers like this, hold your hand like this, roll the clay up your hand like that. When you can do that physically with your students, their learning increases so fast, and it's a different experience altogether. And then there's the joy of like, oh my God, I made something. Like, that's really exciting. That is so important to be able to have that physical presence with your students. And honestly, today with the last 15 months of being behind a screen, like, everybody needs to get out, and they're dying for something social, something physical, something real, something they can feel and hear and smell. That's what this medium does. It puts you physically in that environment. I started Corgi Clay LLC in the middle of the pandemic in June 2020, and people started learning about me. They started learning about my processes, my classes, my artwork, and then out of nowhere, people were like, can I take classes? Can I be in your studio? Can you do one-on-one? Can you do group? Can you do family? Can you do my kids? Like, yes, I want to say yes to everyone, but the reality is I'm in a very small basement area that has a minimal amount of potter's wheels and space. And one of the things I love doing is teaching, but I really can't accommodate everybody here. So it's a necessity that I think bigger. And I have done so much research for the last 15 months, no lie. I've worked with experts, I've employed consultants, I've done my homework, I've made business plans and financial plans. And at the end of the day, I can't do it alone. It's impossible for me to do this all on my own. So I turned to the idea of crowdfunding because it's a way to get a foot in the door, and it appeals to the people who want to see this here. And honestly, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the community telling me they want this here. I want it to be a real, true community center where everybody can come, no matter your age, no matter your demographic, no matter your skill level. If you've never touched clay before, come on, it's even more fun when you're a beginner. If you're super advanced, heck yeah, come on, help me teach other people how to do some things, because I could use the help. And if you have a 5-year-old who's always wanted to advance in clay because they were introduced to it just a little bit in a camp or at school, well, we're a place for them to keep growing and get better at it every time. If you want to do something with your spouse because you haven't had a date night in 2 years, perfect, let's make that happen. Let's come together and make a lot of jokes and see each other kind of not do so great on the potter's wheel the first time. That's what's fun about a center like this. And I think Stafford needs this. It doesn't exist here. There's lots of cool things to do and visit, but there's not necessarily a center where you can come together like that socially with your community and all your friends and do something that you will feel proud of after the fact and having learned something new. So why not join me and help me make this happen? I need your support to do that. I need everybody to pitch in, to help, to say, yes, what can we do here? Here's $50. Here's awesome. That's great. Thank you so much for your support. Please consider giving and donating, and tell your friends.